Hi team, welcome back to the channel and episode 8 of the clean sweep. The last couple of videos went down super well with our visits to iTeam, and today we've got another supplier for you. We've made a 125-mile journey down to Southampton. We're here to see the team at ICE Industrial Cleaning Equipment. They are going to show us what innovations they've got on the market. This supplier is also quite big into robotics, so it'd be interesting to see a different take on that. So we've just arrived. Let's head inside and see what the day is going to hold. So we've arrived at ICE. We've had Damien welcome us into the building. It's a nice building, nice and modern. We've had a short presentation about the history of ICE, when they started, how they've developed as a company. It's always good to go back to start and understand how companies develop, especially within the cleaning industry. Generally they start quite small and they come on to big things like they are here. We're now having a look around the range of kit that ICE have got to offer and getting a little bit hands-on. In terms of the look of the kit, I like the aggressive look that these guys have got here. Some of the other kit we've seen is very sleek, very corporate. This is, in some of the more higher end kit, is looks very aggressive, very clean, which is fantastic. So we're going to get round, have a play around with some of the kit and see how it handles. So let's jump in.
Right, so in terms of the top here, I think you saw it on the video, but it's exactly the same in terms of on-off, water, brush, vacuum, and you've got the low and high speed of the brushes as well. So it's all magnetic, just exactly the same. Flick it down, and then we switch it on, so back on brushes. Again, not just yeah, I think that's the big thing about that actually, is it's how nice it is to use.
Yeah.
And it leaves the floor nice and dry.
The same as dry, isn't it? How easy are the squeegees to change? They come off easy, or?
Just unclip them, yeah. Undo them, and then the brushes just
pull off.
Just pull off. Yeah, they're magnetic.
Do they come with different? Can you have different pads, or is it just a brush?
No, you can come with the pads as well.
Yeah.
And then on there you've got the shows you what the yellow shows you when it needs changing.
Ah.
It's a guide there, so when it gets down to that sort of length,
right, yeah.
you need to change.
No, you need to change the brush. Good idea. First time I've seen that, to be honest.
Good indicator, isn't it? And then to charge, it's just this little. Just open that up.
Plugs in.
Plugs in like that. Yeah, as easy as that. Yeah, rather than the competitors' versions where you take the batteries away and put them on a charge, you actually just charge that in.
I like that as well. Because then you ain't got to, guys taking batteries, dropping them, and the battery runtime was
85 minutes.
Very good. Yeah, like that. I say, I think as the price point gets better, I think they'll become more widely used, because I could justify £1,000 on a contract, for a smaller contract, a more medium-sized contract, and risk that, if it moves or they change hands, because they do regularly, you can. But if you've got £3,500, it makes it hard to justify it. But it's a no-brainer in terms of the kit itself, for sure. Are you ready? Oh. I'll play around with it in case I crash it.
It's called an ice augmentizer.
Yeah.
So rather than your standard scrubber dry machine where you've got the circular motion or cylindrical where you're going like that, this is oscillation.
Yeah.
So it's you're familiar with oscillation, right? So it's just really small little movements. Really easy to use. 2 buttons essentially, on off, and then the trigger spray there to stick in the water, and the water comes out the 2 jets at the front there, here and here. Yeah. It's got obviously a bit of pad on there at the moment, and then what you do is literally switch the machine on, and you spray it with water, and it's just that easy to clean. But for change room cleaning or run the back to toilets, because the head moves like that, you can run the back to it. You see it's already lifting the foam off this floor?
Yeah.
Because I've only got water in there, but because it's using that oscillation process, it's already lifting the foam of whatever chemicals on this floor. They've used something on the floor. You see all the chemicals come up? That's what it's foaming.
point. Upselling. Upselling. I like these orbital machines. Always have. Good pieces of kit. So we've had a look at some of the kit that's going around, and now we're going to get Matt, who looks after the robotic range here. He's going to come down and actually show us some of the kit. I really like the look of it, so looking forward to seeing it in action and getting hands on with it. But a nice facility they got here. Got everything you would need from a supplier, which is great. And I like the look of their kit, which is good. And their price point's good. That does play a factor. You want quality, but you also want it at a reasonable price, so that everybody's happy and getting all the benefits out of these kits. So let's go and see what these robotics can do. Hello Matt. How are you, mate? How are you? Are you well?
Matt's one of
my colleague Adam.
Sorry, Adam.
Filming.
So I've sort of touched with the guys on the robotic range and what the machines are and what each one does.
Yeah.
But I think the important thing is to show the mapping process.
Yeah.
And then show the machines in action.
Cool. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, that's your map.
Yep.
Okay, so all I've done is literally walked it around the edge of where we want it to map.
Yep.
And the LiDAR system then picks up any solid object.
Right,
So
great.
all these bits here are obviously our machines, okay, and your little 4 bits here are your pillars, okay. So on here then, if we pick, say for example, we pick this particular task here, you click on details, it'll bring up and it'll show you. So anywhere that's green is where the robot will clean, okay. So the outside bits it won't clean, okay, but the inside bits it will.
Sure.
So if we click that one, click start, if we jump out this way, it should.
Task started.
So you take yourself to where the start point is.
Quite quick as well.
Yeah, and that's on a medium speed.
Yeah.
You can go a little while, you can try to straight, you can have a slow if you want to.
And can they, what about does it transition from hard to carpeted areas?
Yeah, it's a floating deck on it.
Right. That moves up and down depending on the...
So it's finished its task now, look, so obviously it's going to take itself and park it. Okay, once it's finished, so it'll tell you the task it went out on, the efficiency, so that was working at 430 square metres an hour, it's not too bad for one of these, 2.3 minutes, 17 square metres, 97% complete, obviously because it's missed out a little bit there.
corner.
Okay, you can have individual operators set up on this, so
Right.
you know exactly
Who
who
started
set
it.
it out. Okay, got start time, finish time, and then our charge dot is this one here. So basically, what you do in the map, we'll put a point, tell it where the charge point is.
Yeah.
It looks at it, lines its laser up with one of the edges.
Okay.
It'll turn around, and then obviously the robot comes back. On the back of the machine here, you've got these little plates. Okay, so as it comes back, then it pushes that back. They make contact into it, turns charger on, charge it up. Then you've got the 75. Okay, so again, they all work on the same sort of system. We'll put it out a little bit for you. And like I said, the good thing with these machines is that you can use them manually or autonomously.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there was any areas in your business or your premises where you're using it that wasn't mapped out, you could just jump on it and use it as a standard machine. So similar sort of thing, you would press auto, find your map, make sure you're on your right map. Right, so that's obviously our warehouse there and it's down there. Press start. And she should go.
Task started.
It'll come through like that, it'll download the rest of it now, but it'll give you all the information about what it comes out as. Okay, I'll show you the efficiency, area clean, time it took, battery life it went out on, what it finished on, how much water it used, all the lifespan of the consumables. Right, so it is a bit of an acquired taste this, alright?
Quick, innit?
Yeah.
And then the brushes go down?
If you press manual,
Yeah.
put your foot on the pedal,
Let's have a go. Put middle way.
rolling.
there's my light, look. Very good. Neutral. Got neutral. Wait a minute, we've got to try the horn. It's more manly than the other one we tried, wasn't it? So that concludes episode 8 of the Clean Sweep. I want to say a quick thank you to the guys down at ICE for having us down for the day and showing us their range, their full robotic and equipment range. As always, if you enjoyed the show and you found it informative, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. That concludes today's video, and we look forward to seeing you guys on episode number 9.